Hello, academic stars around the globe. Welcome back to Caltex Academy. In case you're new, my name is Julius and thank you for joining us today. On our board, we're continuing with our lesson 2 of dividing polynomials using a long division. So here we have a question that says, find the quotient and the remainder when the polynomial x squared into x minus 1 into 2x plus 3 is divided by the polynomial x squared plus 2. And before we continue with the analysis, if you have not yet subscribed to Caltex Academy, go ahead and hit the subscription button and you definitely become one of the academic stars. Let us move on and start with our solution. So the first thing here is to see that we need to expand this bracket so that we have perfect polynomial that is with all the degrees from the highest to the lowest. So now let's go ahead and make expansion of this. Therefore, we're starting by having our x squared, and let's get a bracket here. We're going to have our x minus 1, and this multiplies 2x plus 3. Then we're going to close up this bracket and also the outer bracket here. Then let's start working with the inner bracket, meaning we first need to copy our x squared here, and inside we will multiply using this first term multiplies this term here, this first term also multiplies the second term here, then we move on to the next term here, and that is also negative 1 multiplies that, also negative 1 multiplies our 3. The first arrow is x times 2x, we get 2x squared. So I can still maintain this bracket, and this is our square bracket here, where we have now inside this bracket 2x squared. Then let's move on with the longer arrow here, where we multiply x times positive 3 and we get positive 3x. So let's put it also here, 3x, and let's now go to the second one using the shorter arrow. We have negative 1 times positive 2x, that turns to negative 2x. And finally, the longer arrow, we have negative 1 times positive 3, this one goes to negative 3. Then we're gonna simplify these terms in the middle, and let's first maintain what we have here. Therefore, we have our x squared and our bracket is still here. Then the first term is okay, so we're gonna write it here, 2x squared. Now 3x minus 2x, we're gonna have x. Then this is already okay, so we're gonna copy it also here, and we close this bracket. So let us create some space and we move on to open up this bracket. And here we have x squared times 2x squared, we're gonna have 2x to the power of 4. Then x squared times x, we're gonna have here x cubed. And let's move on to the last one, x squared times negative 3, we get negative 3x squared. Since the terms have ended here, then this is where we also gonna end with our expansion. But remember that there are some terms that are not considered in these functions because x to the power of 1 and then a constant which are not yet considered. Now here it means when you are dividing, we have to take care of those two terms that are left out by either placing some placeholders like 0 to represent them. Now with that, we can now go on and create our division sign. Let's create as long as possible in order for us to take care of those placeholders that I talked about here. We'll make our division here. So is this being divided by x to the power of 2? So let's write it here, x to the power of 2 plus also 2. Again, there's one term missing here. If you wish, you can put that placeholder, but I think it's okay when you leave it like that. Inside this division sign, our first term is 2x exponent 4, and we add our x exponent 3, then negative 3 exponent 2, and we end there. So in our step number 1, we're going to divide this first term and this first term also of this number we're dividing with, and simply obtain 2x squared, because the 2x squared would have crossed out with the other 2x from here. And now 2x squared is at this term, so we're going to place it here and just say 2x squared. Now the next one is step number 2, where we're going to multiply this term with all the 2. So let's start with the first one here. 2x squared times x squared, we're going to get 2x to the power of 4. Finishing up with this, we have 2x squared times 2, we're going to get 4x squared. And this term is not there, so therefore we jump to the whole of this place and we place our result of multiplication here. So we're going to have plus 4x squared. Now let's get our ruler and replace it well here. Then we'll make the ruling in order for us to go to step number 3. In our step number 3, we're going to subtract. Now what are we subtracting? We're subtracting these 3 terms. Remember, as I mentioned earlier on, you will have some placeholder here if you wish. When we subtract this term, it goes to 0. So you just simply leave it there. So x cubed minus nothing, we're going to have the same thing, x cubed. So negative 3 minus positive 4, it will just go on to negative, and this one will be negative 7x squared. Now since this leading term is still having greater exponent compared to here, we're going to also divide this by that again, and we simply get x. So this x is to power 1, meaning it's going to be somewhere here. So we have here x. Multiplying x times x squared, we're going to get x cubed. So here we multiply also x times positive 2, we get positive 2x. And positive 2x is to power 1, so there's nothing to power 2. We just leave this place blank and we bring it under here. So let's place it here as 2x. But remember, it's positive, so we're also going to place it together with the sign near here. Then let's also rule it, and we'll do the next step, and that is subtraction. So we can see here that when you're subtracting, the first term here will go to 0, and there's no need for us to place that 0 there. What we simply do is to give a dot. So for the term in the middle here, negative 7x minus nothing, it remains the same thing as negative 7x squared. And we have also nothing minus positive 2x, it becomes negative, because the negative here affects this positive to be negative also 2x. Still, this term here has power 2, and this one still power 2. We can still move on and divide. So when you divide these together, you'll get negative 7, and that becomes the constant which we talked earlier on, that can be replaced by 0 as the placeholder. Now this time, this place there, minus 7. Now let's multiply negative 7 by x squared. We're going to get here negative 7x squared. And negative 7 times positive 2, we get negative 14. And negative 14 is not having any x in it, therefore it's a constant. So it is a line along this line here, and we have negative 14. So let's get our ruler and also make that ruling in order for us to do subtraction. When we're done with our ruler, let's just close it. So here we do subtraction. The first term will subtract and we get nothing here, and then negative 2 minus nothing is also remaining the same thing as negative 2x. So we're going to have nothing minus negative 14. Negative times negative, of course, is positive. So we're going to have here plus 14. And this is the remainder because our degree of this term here is 1, meanwhile what we have here is 2. Therefore, we cannot go anywhere to divide again. So this becomes our remainder. And remember, the question is asking us to get the quotient and the remainder. Therefore, we can now move on and say quotient equals what we have here, and that is 2x squared plus x minus 7. Then our remainder equals what we have here, and that is negative 2x plus 14. So that becomes our answer. Now I strongly advise you to prove this one whether it is correct or wrong, and you will tell us in the comment section. How do you prove that? You multiply this quotient with the number we're dividing with, this one here, and you add our remainder. What I've just said here is multiply our quotient with the dividend, then add the remainder to see whether you get something exactly this one. If I've gotten that, then our working is perfectly good, and you can tell us in the comment section.